A Situation Room briefing on the border tonight that went nowhere.
The president asked us to come back on Friday.
Neither side is budging.
We would hope that they would reconsider.
The president's reiterating he wants more than $5 billion for a wall.
The $5.6 billion is such a small number. Literally, it's a month. It's 1 month in Afghanistan. And we're talking about national security. This isn't just a border. This is national security.
But Democrats don't want to give a penny. Nancy Pelosi with Savannah Guthrie.
If you and the Democrats don't meet halfway, if you don't compromise, then why isn't the shutdown partially your responsibility as well?
It has nothing to do with us. It has the president saying, I will hold 6 agencies of government hostage to my campaign promise that I was going to build a wall and that Mexico was going to pay for it. That is so ridiculous, A. Mexico's not paying for it, A. And B, we have better use of funds to protect our border.
If this standoff keeps going, so will the partial shutdown.
As long as it takes, I mean, look, I'm prepared. I think the people of the country think I'm right.
But hundreds of thousands of federal workers won't see a paycheck until the government reopens.
What do you want to do, dude?
Like air traffic controller Matthew Craviotto in North Carolina. He has a savings account, but
It's almost depleted. That was my rainy day fund, and it rained.
For his part, the president's focused on the border, where this week, U.S. officials tear-gassed a group of migrants. Customs and Border Protection says agents aimed at people throwing rocks at them, not at migrants trying to cross into the U.S. Multiple sources tell us Democrats made clear to the president today they will move to reopen government tomorrow when they take control of the House, but the Senate plans to reject it. So we are left tonight with not much progress and not much consolation for federal workers.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.